Here are 4 habits that we learn as emotionally neglected children. Hi, I'm Alex Howard, and I'm the creator of Therapeutic Coaching. And I've been a clinician for over 20 years, where I've done over 10,000 hours of client work. So firstly, what is childhood emotional neglect? Well, we all have 3 core emotional needs. These emotional needs are not nice to have. They're as critical for our emotional development as things like food, oxygen, or water are for our physical development. And whether or not we got these needs met in childhood is not really a measure of whether our parents or our caregivers loved us. It's a measure of how skillful they were in meeting these needs. Our parents may have loved us more than anything. They just didn't know how to give us what we needed. These needs, very briefly, are the needs for boundaries, to be able to say yes, but also no to other people and to ourselves. The need for safety, to feel safe in ourselves and in the world around us. And the need for love, to feel loved for who we are and as we are. When these needs are not met in the ways that we needed in childhood, we develop strategies. We develop ways to try to get these needs met by changing ourselves, by changing our habits and our behaviors. So the first of these 4 habits we can learn is people pleasing. This is where we make everyone else's needs, emotions more important than ours. We ignore what we need to take care of others, really in the hope that they're then going to meet our needs for us. So really, we're constantly rejecting ourselves and making everyone else more important. Because maybe that's how we stayed safe in childhood, was by becoming the caregiver of everyone else. The second habit we can learn is pushing through. Basically, we learn to ignore how we feel, to push through, to do what we think we need to do, who we need to become for everyone else. So there's a fundamental rejection of ourselves so we can be the person we believe we need to be, in the hope that again then we'll get our core emotional needs met. The third habit we can learn is overthinking. That our mind becomes more and more busy and active because we're trying to think our way to a feeling of safety. The problem is it doesn't work. You can't think your way to a feeling. But if we grew up in an environment that felt unsafe, unholding, our mind speeds up to try to protect us, and then we become normalized to being in that state. The fourth habit we can learn is a controlling pattern. That we try to control ourselves, the environment, other people, in the hope that if we get control of things, then we can feel safe. Again, you can see those origins in childhood. That if the world was an unpredictable and scary and unsupportive place, the best way to try and find safety was to control the environment around us. The problem is that none of these strategies ultimately work. We may become so habituated and so normalized to people pleasing, pushing through, overthinking, controlling, that it feels like the way that the world is. But ultimately, if we experienced emotional neglect, our pathway to healing is learning for us to meet our core emotional needs. And I recently recorded a video on this called How to Heal from Childhood Emotional Neglect. So do check that out. Also, in the comments below this video, let me know which of these habits you resonate with, or if there's anything that I've missed. What did you learn to do as an emotionally neglected child to try to survive the circumstance that you were in? Hope this has been helpful. Thanks for watching.